Yep.
Go. All right, doing a big thing. I'm the one that called you last night.
From Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is the 2017 NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. Today, it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans with an undefeated record of 8-0 hosting the Phillips Andover Big Blue with a record of 6-2. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. LA in its fourth consecutive bowl game, looking to win its third bowl game in that span. They defeated Williston Northampton 3 years ago, Suffield 2 years ago, lost to Govs last year. But Paul Zukauskas' squad is 8-0 and heavily favored against Phillips Andover, who eked out a win in their rivalry game against Exeter last week, 17-14, and that is likely what got them to this game in the first place. And now they want to capitalize and pull off a big upset on the road. Coin toss is complete. It looks like Phillips Andover has won the toss and will receive. And LA will defend the east end zone, going right to left in the navy blue jerseys with the white helmets, pants, and white numbers, and Phillips Andover in the white helmets, white jerseys, gray pants, and blue numbers. Glad you're with us for what should be an exciting game. NEPSAC championship on the line. We'll also hope to give you some updates from other NEPSAC and MIAA competition as the day progresses. As state New England tournament time is wrapping up. It'll be A.J. Mastrangelo, the senior, kicking it off in his final game in a Lawrence Academy football uniform, and he will be kicking it deep to number 11 for Phillips Andover, Jacob Jordan. Clock is set to 12 minutes. And we are underway on a cool mid-autumn day in Groton, and the kick will be bobbled at the 5-yard line, and somehow escaping with it and getting to the 20-yard line. Are the Big Blue. Didn't catch the jersey number on that, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Big Blue. And the ball will be spotted at exactly the 20. And that is where Zach Geddes and the Phillips Andover offense will begin the game. As I said, quite cool tonight. Today, rather. 40 degrees at game time. Geddes in the shotgun set, one setback, 3 wideouts to the far side left, 1 to the near side right. And he takes a shotgun snap, looking over the middle, now looking left, flush from the pocket. Coming to the near side, will throw, and the pass is complete. And trying to wrestle free from the tackle is number 87, Colby Gendron, finally brought down by Spencer Aronson. It's a pickup of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Same formation as last play. Geddes looking left. Once again, flush from the pocket. Looking down the near sideline, we'll just throw it at the feet of Gendron. LA fans wanted a holding call, weren't going to get it, and it's 3rd and 5. Third and 5 for the Big Blue as we have a 4 wideout set, 1 running back in the backfield for Geddes. That's number 44, senior captain Adam Cohen. Geddes takes the snap, looking left. Now looks to go up the middle, and he is stopped short of the 30-yard line and just barely got across the 25 for a pickup of 1. And that'll be 4th and 4. For the Big Blue, and it looks like they're going to have to punt. Juan Muse back deep to receive for the Spartans. And a rugby-style kick will go very deep. Muse came up way up to play that ball, and the ball will be downed at the 41-yard line of the Spartans. Great starting field possession for the Spartans' first drive of the ball game. NEPSAC football on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Brady Martin, the sophomore quarterback, highly touted prospect out of Leominster, Mass. Sends a man in motion to the far side right. It's Joe Laschetti, and it's a sweep to Laschetti, and he gets across the 45 into Andover territory, into the Andover 45. It is a pickup of 14 and another first down of the game for the Spartans. Laschetti not really much of a running threat, at least not often, but he picks up 14 on the first play from scrimmage for the Spartans. 1st and 10, ball is on the 44. It's actually a pickup of 15. 44 of Andover. Handoff up the middle to Muse. Escapes a couple tackles. Gets it to the second level. It's close to another first down. Looks like he has it. Exactly 10 yards to the 34. And yes, it is another first down for the Spartans. So they're just moving the ball very efficiently right now. First and 10 from the Andover 34. Back-to-back runs of 14 and 10 to start the drive for the Spartans. Martin takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, looking left, flush to his right, fires, complete. And out of bounds is Aronson, close to another first down. And he did, in fact, get it. 3 plays, 3 first downs for the Spartans. They are coming out with a purpose to begin their first drive of the ball game. It's a pickup of 11 to the 23. Pitch to Muse, left side. 20 and out of bounds inside the 20. So finally Andover prevents the Spartans from getting a first down, but it was a decent chunk of yardage. 5 yards, in fact, to the 18, where it'll be 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle to Muse. Touchdown, Spartans. 18 yards. Muse had carries of 10, 5, and 18 on that drive. They went 59 yards in just 5 plays. And 33 yards coming on rushes by Juan Muse, and now A.J. Mastrangelo for the extra point. Muse is a freshman, mind you. And the kick is just inside the upright and good. And with 9:27 to go in the first quarter, Lawrence Academy 7, Phillips Andover nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 an ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Mr. Angelo to kick it deep, back deep to receive are Andrew Antonucci and Jacob Jordan. Three plays, 6 yards on the first drive for Andover, and 5 plays, 59 and a touchdown on the first drive for the Spartans. Mastrangelo boots it deep. And it looks like it's going to be Jordan. Jordan from the 2, coming to the near side. Across the 15, gets to the 15 before he's wrapped up on the special teams tackle by Peter Bryant, one of the captains. He's a junior captain from Ayer, Mass., 6'2", 230. I mentioned Andover just squeaked into this bowl game after a 3-point victory over arch rival Exeter last week. But, you know, they're not just happy to be here. They want to pull off a huge upset on the road. But right now they're down 7 with not even 3 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Geddes in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to either side. Takes a snap. Looks left. Fires. And it is dropped. Nearly a one-handed catch by Michael McCullum. But instead it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Ball is on the 16 of the Big Blue. Again, 2 wideouts to either side. 1 running back. It's the senior captain, Adam Cohen. And the snap is bobbled by Geddes. Picks it up. Running. Looking to throw, and he just spikes it at the feet of the nearest receiver, who happened to be McCullum. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Lucky not to have lost yardage there or turned the ball over, or worse yet, were the Big Blue. Geddes is 1 of 4 for 5 yards. Sorry for the connection delays, as we have a fake punt executed. Well, it looked like a fake punt, but it's another rugby-style punt that's going to be let go by Aronson and downed at the 34 of the Spartans. Sorry for the connection issues, folks. But we're back on. Didn't miss much. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask about having LSP stream your next gaming tournament, concert, recital, school play, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Martin to his right, and what a catch! Nearly dropping it was Justin Barron, but he gets enough for a first down. The opposite of the result for McCullum on that one pass play. Pickup of 12 to the 46, where it'll be 1st and 10. 2 of 2 for 23 yards is Brady Martin. And Aronson will be brought down in the backfield. Big stop on the play by the Big Blue. They needed that. Owen Deignan leading the charge there for the Andover offensive line. It's a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 15. Martin won't escape the second effort, and the Spartans fans wanted a face mask called on Norris Beatty, the senior captain, who stands 6'8", 340. And now there is a late flag, and it is in fact a personal foul face mask against Beatty. So that wipes out the 6-yard loss that would have made it 3rd and 21. And that'll be an automatic first down as well. It's kind of a delayed penalty, but it was definitely an obvious one on Beatty. So here we go, 1st and 10 into Andover territory at the 44. Andover bails out the Spartans there. Handoff to Muse, cuts it to his left, then back up the middle, and gains a good chunk of yardage to about the 37 of the Big Blue. It's a pickup of 7, make it 2nd and 3. Muse has 4 carries for 40 yards already. Second and 3. Handoff. And Josh Aruda gets a first down for the Spartans. Pickup is to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 for Aruda. Paul Zukauskas getting everybody involved in the offense in the early going. Handoff to Aruda to the left side. And gets across the 20, close to the 15. Ball be spotted on the 17-yard line, and it's a pickup of a 10, exactly 10 for a first down. So Aruda back-to-back first down rushes. Handoff to Muse, cuts it left, trying to get the corner. Touchdown, Spartans. Muse's 2nd touchdown of the first quarter, and it's 13-0. I don't know if Leon Modesti wants to call a timeout here, but this is getting ugly early, 13-0. Possibly 14-0 if Mastrangelo can make this kick. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. Then again, LA is heavily favored in this game for a reason. They're 8-0 for a reason. Mastrangelo's extra point is good. And with 6:24 to go in the first quarter, it is Lawrence Academy 14, Phillips Andover nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. You can also subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel and support LSP on Patreon, patreon.com/LSP37. Mastrangelo to kick it deep. And once again, it's Jordan and Antonucci back deep to receive for Andover. Line drive kick will be fielded on one hop. Bobbled by Antonucci, picks it up. And gets across the 15, about the 17 or 18. Back-to-back 3-and-outs on the first 2 drives for the Big Blue, as they will start this drive from their own 18. 6:15 to go. Andover has gained 12 yards of offense through the first 2 drives. Muse has 2 touchdown rushes, longer than that. No flag here as the now there is a flag on the far sideline. This might be offside on the Spartans. as the defensive line jumped a couple of times on that snap count. And anything to get some momentum going your way, I guess, if you're Andover right now. Talking to the Andover bench to see if they want to accept the penalty, and they do. It's offside on the Spartans. It'll make it 1st and 5. Ball will be on the 23. Handoff up the middle, slipping one tackle, and getting into the second level is Antonucci for the first down of the ball game for the Big Blue. It's a pickup of 16 to the 39 for Antonucci. Pass by Geddes, incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 5:41. Two wideouts to either side. Lone setback is Antonucci. Fake the handoff to Antonucci. Geddes keeps it up the middle. And some pushing and shoving after the play between Laschetti and Norris Beatty. No flags thrown in either direction. It was a 1-yard pickup, for Geddes, and it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 40. Clock rolling at 5:10, left in the first quarter. Cloudy, cold, that's how you like it for a New England championship football game. Split back set. Two wideouts to the near side right, one to the far side left. Geddes takes the snap, looking right, flush from the pocket, under pressure from two linemen, and will just throw it away, and it's nearly intercepted. Diving catch by Aruda, but he caught it out of bounds. Can't knock the hustle, and it's 3rd and 9. Is it 4th down or 3rd down? Oh, it's already 4th down. My mistake, folks. So 4th and 9, and another punting situation for the Big Blue. Rugby-style kick will take a Andover bounce inside the 30, exactly on the 25, on a nice punt there by number 52, Robert O'Donnell. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans in their worst starting field position of their first 3 drives. They start at their own 25. LSP's next broadcast is on November 30th at 6:55 p.m. when Mass Bay Community College men's basketball makes its LSP debut as they host Bunker Hill Community College. Handoff to Muse, cuts to the right side, cuts back up the middle, and is stopped short of the 30. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel. Pickup was for 3 from Muse. It's 2nd and 7. Martin, under pressure, escapes one, fires, complete. Barron. Stopped short of a 1st down, but great effort by Martin to escape 2 defensive linemen from behind, make it 3rd and short. 3rd and 1 from the 34 on the pickup of 8. Handoff to Muse. 50, 45 and forced out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pickup of 25 for Muse to the Andover 41. Martin looking left, fires! Wide open was Thomas Greeny, but it was overthrown and it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 41 of Andover as LA is looking to blow this one wide open very early. Up 14-0 before, or up 7-0 before 3 minutes were gone by in this quarter. They scored on each of their first 2 possessions and looking to make it 3 of 3. Handoff to Muse, left side, 35, forced out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down for the Spartans. And the ball will be exactly on the 35, so 3rd and 4. Another handoff to Muse. They got to key in on him. 30, 25, 20, 50, cuts back. 10-5, touchdown. 1 Muse. 34 yards! Commence the chance of he's a freshman. Three minutes, they've scored, the Spartans have taken 3 minutes off the clock at a time to score their touchdowns. They're 3 for 3. Juan Muse already has 9 carries, 3 touchdowns. I'll give you his rushing totals in a second, but he's already close to 100 yards just in the first quarter. Mastrangelo for the extra point, and it is good. And with 3 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter, it's getting ugly early. LA 21, Phillips nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Juan Muse has 9 carries for 125 yards and 3 touchdowns in 9 minutes. And Mastrangelo will boot this one through the end zone for a touchback, and that's going to result in arguably the best starting field position for the Big Blue to begin this drive. They've had 2 3-and-outs out of their first 3 drives and haven't gotten it yet into LA territory. Brady Martin, 3 of 3 for 31 yards. But right now the story is Juan Muse. Like, if you're playing fantasy football, 9 for $125 and 3 touchdowns probably wins you the week. But that's over a whole game. Stopped in the backfield. Lachetti and Cam Reddy double teaming McCullum on that handoff. It's thankfully for the Big Blue, they didn't lose any yardage. It's 2nd and 10 again from the 20. Geddes takes the snap. intercepted! Joey Lachetti, touchdown! It's been that kind of game for the Big Blue. 10-yard interception return by Joey Lachetti. It went right into his arms. I'm going to run out of promos in the first quarter. This has just been one of the most... Okay, so I was doing PA for Milton Academy and Roxbury Latin earlier this season, and that was lopsided in itself, but it wasn't like 28-0 after one quarter. Of course, now that I say 28-0, Mastrangelo is going to miss this. I was wrong. You were wrong again, Ernie. 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Lawrence Academy 28, Phillips Andover 0. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. Mastrangelo once again to kick it deep to McCullum and Antonucci. It's Antonucci from the goal line. And gets across the 20 to the 21. Murphy's Law, ladies and gentlemen. Anything that can go wrong has gone wrong for Phillips Andover, and we still got 2:07 left in the first quarter. Boy, the excitement of beating Exeter and clinching a bowl berth last weekend seems like a distant memory now for Andover, I would say. Getty's in the shotgun. Antonucci is the lone setback. 2 wideouts to either side. And he's going to be sacked. Cam Walters will get credit for the sack. My mistake for that little graphical error, folks. Loss of 3 to the 19, second. Loss of 2 to the 19, second and 12. Airing it out, and a completion across the 35. And finally something to cheer about for Andover, as it's a pickup of 19 to the 38 by McCullum. First and 10 on the hurry up. Getty's flush from the pocket and throws it away. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Clock stopped at 1:06. That is not a glitch at the top of your screen, folks. It really is 28-0 LA in the first quarter. There's another similarly lopsided score I want to relay to you after this play. Geddes firing over the middle, and it's tipped by Miller, and Bryant nearly came up with the interception. Now there's a flag, and this might be in the area of pass interference on the Spartans. And it is, in fact, pass interference. Nearly pointed at Phillips Andover, but it's on Bryant or Miller, and that'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down for the Big Blue. Spot foul, rather, at the 45. It's 15 yards if it would have gained more than 15. So spot foul, 1st and 10 at the Andover 45 as we are at 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Geddes gonna run up the middle, has it knocked away, gets his own fumble back, throws a stiff arm, trying to keep the play alive, and forward progress will be stopped 1 yard short. Lachetti not happy with not being able to come up with that one. It was swatted away from behind, but it stayed in front of Geddes, and he picks up 9 to make it 2nd and 1. And into LA territory for the first time today are the Big Blue. Geddes under pressure, he's brought down. Johnny Brzezinski. And that will do it for a first quarter that the Big Blue would like to forget. A sack for 6 yards by Brzezinski. And after 1 quarter, LA 28, Phillips Andover nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP.
Go defense!
LA in the first quarter outgained Phillips Andover 186 to 20. And another near interception for the Spartans as that went through the hands of both Bryant and Aruda, but it will result in yet another punting situation for the Big Blue. That lopsided score that I was going to report to you, by the way, I believe this game has gone final by now, but at halftime in the MIAA Central Mass, Western Mass State Semifinal Division 8, it was Hoosick Valley 52, Neshoba Tech 18. And now Phillips Andover is going to call its first timeout as they brought the offense onto the field for 4th down, and I'm guessing Leon Modesti was thinking, if we're going to stay in this game, if we're going to have a chance, we got to go for it in this situation. And frankly, I don't blame him for thinking that way. NEPSAC football on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. I misspoke. It was 186 to 50 in the first quarter for yardage gained for the Spartans versus the Big Blue. And there is the offense again on the field for the Big Blue on 4th and 7. Whistle before the snap. Full start on Andover. Not at all what you wanted if you're the Big Blue. And now, in that situation, when they were hoping to maybe catch LA offside and make it 4th and 2, instead it makes it 4th and 12, and now the Big Blue will have to punt after all. As Aronson is back deep to receive this punt, rugby-style punt is popped way up in the air. It's a wobbler, takes Andover bounce inside the 20. It'll die right at the 20. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Brady Martin leads the LA offense back onto the field. 2 wideouts to the far side left, one to the near side right. Lone setback is Muse. Fake the handoff to Muse. Martin looking left. And his pass is batted down out of the air at the line, and hoping to run that in for a touchdown was Norris Beatty, who's been in the middle of it often for the Andover defense, but they say it hit the ground. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Boy, wouldn't that have been a highlight for Beatty in his final football game at Phillips Andover. Instead, 2nd and 10, again from the 20. Fake the handoff to Muse again. Looking left again as Martin now hurls it over the middle. Caught! Justin Barrett at the 35. Pick up of 45 yards. That last second swipe by the defender prevented Barron from making it 35 to nothing. One Muse. Down to the 10. Carving up the Andover defense like it's next week's Thanksgiving turkey. 1st and goal on the pickup of 25 by Muse. Left side Aruda. Cuts it back. Dragging defenders! He's in! 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Andover thought they had him stopped, and he gets the touchdown. Once again, it has been that kind of afternoon for Andover. Aruda it's his third 10-yard rush of the day. He's got 3 carries for 30 yards, and he picks up the touchdown. Now Mastrangelo for the extra point. Down the middle and good, and with 10:53 to go in the second quarter, the route continues to be on. LA 35, Phillips Andover nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP.
Because they were closer to us, so that's why.
I think the ISL. Well, they're good. 6-2.
Yeah.
I think the ISL is, yeah. It should be Class A, but I think technically, just by the way.
Because in NEPSAC you can have PGs, in the ISL you can't have PGs.
Right.
But which is stupid because everybody repeats.
Repeat, so it's essentially
the same thing.
Yeah. This is the way
So Mastrangelo on to kick it off.
Everybody knows how it is.
And he has made life difficult for Antonucci and Jordan.
Go, Josh.
Former captain of the team. Let's disassemble the team. That's a great idea. Yeah, why don't we?
Antonucci from the 6.
Take him out right there.
nice.
Go deep.
And stop short of the 25.
Josh is under him.
Keep it going deep.
Good boy.
They all got mohawks. Josh got a mohawk on him? No. He's gay, he's not that good.
Ball beyond the 24 for the Big Blue. 10:46 to go here in the first half. Boy, even when Andover pins LA deep, they just get whatever they want. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns for LA, and a timeout called by Leon Modesti. 2 timeouts left for the Big Blue. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $100 per game. Also ask about having LSP stream your next gaming tournament, school play, recital, concert, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. What, my services are a trap?
No, there's a bud thing.
Oh, I was going to...
Almost went down.
Oh God, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like,
Enjoying listening.
thank you very much. We were bringing this mat down to put over my extension cord, and like,
Gaffer's tape.
well, I mean, no, that wasn't the issue. It was like, I think this comes from the hockey rink, and it was a little still moist when it came out. I was worried the players were gonna slip and injure themselves, and I'd feel like really bad. I'd be held liable for that as Antonucci carries to the right side, but like. The gentleman who brought me the mat nearly wiped out coming down the hill bringing it as well. So like that, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Pickup of 2 for Antonucci, and it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go deep.
How big is it? Half is over.
Yeah!
And suplexing Adam Cohen was Ryan Betro, the captain.
Nice job, Ryan.
Loss of 3. And it's 3rd and 11. The only time Andover has not had to punt this game is when Joey Lachetti returned an interception that fell right into his lap 10 yards for a touchdown. Geddes. Incomplete. As going up for that one was Colby Gendron. That would have been by far the biggest play of the game for Andover. Instead, 3 and out once again for the Big Blue offense. Two years ago, I broadcast the bowl game here between LA and Suffield, and LA won that game handily, but not nearly like this. So it shows you just how improved this team has come, even since their last bowl win, as the rugby-style punt is fielded and fallen on by Aronson at about the 36 or 37-yard line. Ball be spotted on the 36, 1st and 10 for the Spartans. The LA defense, by the way, has held Geddes to 2 of 10 passing for 24 yards. Machete across midfield, down the sideline. Stiff arm, close to the 15. There's a flag on the play, and I believe this is going to be for a horse collar tackle. I thought Lachetti had stepped out of bounds at a couple of points, but they let him keep playing. And I believe, again, this is a horse collar tackle. No, it's a face mask on Andover. Looked more like a horse collar tackle towards the end of the play. I didn't see the face mask, but it is a personal foul not either way. So from the 15, that will be a 49-yard carry. From the 16 route, yeah, from the 15 will be a 49-yard carry for Lachetti, and then 7.5 yards for the penalty, and it'll be 1st and goal. First and goal from the 7.
All the way, LA!
Hand off to Muse. Business as usual, touchdown Spartans. This is a score I would expect from like LA versus, say, some Division 5 MIAA team, not against, you know, Phillips Andover in a bowl game. Mastrangelo for the extra point. And it is good. 8:53 to go in the second quarter. LA 42. Phillips Andover nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. This is definitely a heartbreaking way for the senior's career to end at Phillips Andover, assuming this score holds. Assuming we don't have, you know, a Bills-Oilers level of comeback. But this is just goes to show you how dominant Paul Zukauskas' team has become, as this is booted deep and will be fielded on the run by Antonucci, and he's brought down at the 25. Leading the charge was Daniel Rodier for LA. I actually gave him the 27.
No, they haven't showed the scoreboard yet. Everyone's driving now. They may score here.
Well, now they've gone with an I formation, have the big blue, and there's even been a change at quarterback as Antonucci goes up the middle. The new quarterback is Michael Thompson, sophomore, 6'3", 190 from Andover, Mass., number 14 in your programs. Second and 7 after the pickup of 3 by Antonucci. Thompson in the shotgun. 2 running backs. Looks right. Now fires. Nearly intercepted once again. Thomas Greeny. There's only been 1 interception by the Spartans defense, but they've had like 3 or 4 opportunities to come away with another one. And it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Big Blue. If you look at the LA bench, though, they're not like getting too giddy or anything. They are still focused on the game. They know this isn't over, even when they don't want to go and up 6 scores. Thompson will run with it and forced out of bounds with a heavy hit by Peter Bryant, the captain.
Nice job, Pete!
So a pickup of 3 by Thompson, make it 4th and 4, and here comes the Phillips punting unit. To be honest, I'm just glad we're not playing Phillips Exeter. I remember last year in the hockey playoffs, LA hosted Phillips Exeter, and then Exeter scored the game-winning goal, and I was thinking of, and somehow another X school got into my head, and I kept calling them Roxbury Latin. It's kind of embarrassing, but no mistaking here. LA is dominating this game, 42-0, as this punt will be down at the 16-yard line with 7:02 to go in the first half. And the first team offense is still out there as Brady Martin comes onto the field. No mercy here being shown by the Spartans. Dog on the pitch.
Oh, yeah, they are. Looks like the Greyhound racetrack.
Just don't go into the road, guys.
That's why we have our dog on the leash.
Better close the gate. They do. Muse. Oh my God! You got to be kidding me. Yards for 1 Muse touchdown, Spartans. Once again, he's a freshman.
Speechless.
Brian, after this extra point, can you pan on me? I just got to show you the expression on my face. It's just, I think it tells the whole story. Mr. Angelo's extra point is good.
Nice job. Nice job, LA!
Oh, where'd it go?
Can you? I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
ISL football.
1 Muse.
Good recruiting.
$49-0, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Nice job, Blue!
One Muse. I think it's easy to say he's outgained Phillips Andover by himself, but basically. But let me just check something on the Phillips Andover totals. Juan Muse on that touchdown rush outgained Phillips Andover by himself.
Nice, Josh!
Josh Aruda wraps up Jacob Jordan.
That was a wrestling move.
He talked to Coach C. Coach C said, I want you to wrestle. So he did. Josh got his ass kicked like 6 times. But it really helped.
It makes you tough. A lot of
Once you
muscle.
start figuring
A
out
lot
how to
of
wrestle, he did
Go
better.
LA!
It was so funny. The first 6 times he got killed.
I don't know what to say, honestly. I've run out of metaphors. I've run out of accolades. It's just, I've run out of superlatives. There's nothing to say here. Thompson under center. Hands off. Antonucci. 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Doesn't look like they have anybody like over there in street clothes that's like injured.
Thompson, flush from the pocket, airs it out downfield. And once again, Justin Barron in the LA secondary coming close to yet another interception. Instead, it's 3rd and 8. I mean, there's no mercy rule in high school football, and I know there's like, you know, the rule about running the clock in the 4th quarter when a lead is big like this, but like, are the referees allowed to do that in the 3rd quarter as well? We're not doing it here in the 2nd quarter.
Go D.
Thompson. Nearly intercepted once again. Spencer Aronson this time. 4th and 8. I have never... Can you, with the exception of like a first-round matchup in like an MIAA tournament game, have you ever seen a playoff game or a championship game in high school football this lopsided? Like, earlier this season, like a couple weeks ago, Everett and Lexington played in the D1 North semifinals in the MIAA. Like, that game was 42-14 at one point in favor of Everett. There's a flag behind the play. But, like, at least it was competitive. And, like, a 28-point game is vastly different from a 49-point game. Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called, and I think it's just going to be just matching penalties. They didn't point to either side, so ball's going to be spotted on the 43 of LA. Oh, it was on LA, so they're going to back him up 15 yards. So official didn't point to LA, so ball will be spotted on the 28. .534 to go, and once again, the first team offense on the field for LA. Pitch to Muse.
Tony, go.
Only 17. And another first down for the Spartans. 18, actually, as they spotted him at the 46. Muse stopped at the 43 or 44. Pickup of 2 to the 48, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Martin's going to throw. Complete to Lachetti. And across the 30. Pickup of 24 to the 28. A whistle and a timeout called by Lawrence Academy with 3:53 to go in the first half. This has just been a stunning game to watch. Let's see, we've got some other updates for you as BB-Den leads Berkshire 21-14 in their bowl game. That's at Williston, Northampton. Division IV MIA girls soccer final. Millis defeats Millbury 1-0. Field hockey semifinals, Rivers leading Govs 1-0 with 17:59 to go as Aruda plows ahead on first down across the 25. Second and 6 after the pickup of 4. Aruda throws a stiff arm, and this is going to be a flag here. Face mask, possibly. Face mask on LA. I didn't realize you could be called for a face mask if you're the one throwing the stiff arm when you're the ball carrier. Shows what I know. Back him up to the 34-yard line. Aruda hurdles one line of defenders and gets back to the 30. And it'll be 3rd and 11 after the gain of 5. Bunch of runs up the middle here for the Spartans. They've given the freshman Muse a break, and deservedly so. Aruda, lone setback, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Martin's going to throw on the slant, complete to Barron. Not enough for a first down, I think. No, it is? Wow. I thought you stopped on the other side of the 20, but they pick up 13 there. That looked like a generous spot from here, but 1st and 10 from the 18. Aruda, lone setback to Martin's left. They hand it off to Aruda, trying to get the corner, spins across the 15, still churning his legs to about the 13. Well, that's how he scored on his touchdown rush. Stood up in the backfield, then after a couple yards, then eventually busts his way in the end zone. 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard pickup. Zukauskas' team content to milk the clock here, up 49. As we approach 1 minute to go. Muse is back in there. One wide out to either side, 2 tight ends. Hand off to Muse. Brought down shy of the goal line, but it's enough for a first down. Ball is on the 3 after a pickup of 10 by Muse. I know it's relatively quiet in the crowd, but I think the LA fans are just tuckered out from cheering so much for all these big plays the Spartans have had. Catch your breath at halftime. Martin under center for the first time. And he takes a knee. And that will do it for the first half. A first half that would rival the output of that most teams would want in a game. Juan Muse in the first half, 15 carries, 260 yards, and 5 touchdowns. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the second half of the 2017 NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl. With your score, the Lawrence Academy Spartans 49 and the Phillips Andover Big Blue nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP.
Yo, whatever you keep doing it. All right, bro. Too.
Welcome back to the second half of the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Well, 49-0 after a half. Juan Muse had the game to remember pretty much through the first quarter and a half. As the kickoff, Lawrence Academy gets the ball to start the second half. That's the kind of game, you fall behind 49-0 and now you have to play defense to start the second half. Like I say, Juan Muse, 15 carries, 260 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's a freshman in the first half. Just one of the most staggering performances I've ever seen by a football player at any level. And Martin and Muse are still out there to begin the second half. Hand off to Muse. Up to the 50 on a 20-yard gain. Juan Muse had an 84-yard touchdown rush in the second quarter. That's more yards than Phillips Andover has gained as a team. One rush, he outgained Phillips Andover. Well, there was another great running back recently for LA who put on these kinds of performances regularly. As Muse cuts it left, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, gets a block. You gotta be kidding me. Great block by Spencer Aronson to spring Muse for another 50. He's over 300 yards. And it's 55-0. At least the clock is running. I've never seen anything like this. Like, A.J. Dillon didn't have this good a performance in a high stakes game. And he's starting for BC. $56-0 as Mastrangelo boots his 8th extra point of the game. NEPSAC football on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. 330 yards on 17 carries and 6 touchdowns for Juan Muse. And Paul Zukauskas still has 3 more years of this guy. We just had our camera freeze all of a sudden. Hang on a second, folks. We'll fix that. I'll be with you in a second, folks. All right. We're going to go audio for a second, folks, while we try to fix this. So, 1st and 10 for the Big Blue at their own 30-yard line. Another fumble coughed up by the Big Blue and just barely getting back to the line of scrimmage is Antonucci. 1 second, folks. We're almost there. Not quite. It was actually a loss of 1 for Antonucci, and it's 2nd and 11. Thompson looking left, fires, it's complete, but wrapped up immediately by Will Adam. It was a pickup of 3 on the completion by Thompson, and it's 3rd and 8. Clock running, 7:48 to go. Almost back on, folks. And it looks like Phillips Andover picked up a 1st down. And we are back on. 7:20 to go. Ball is on the 41. What? Sorry, folks. Second and 10.
Where's the sweater?
Thompson on the carry to the far side and brought down before he can get to the 45. Pickup of 4 for Thompson, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
I always drink my drinks fast.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter, clock running as we have a blowout to end all blowouts. 56-0 in the 2017 NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl. Again, Juan Muse, the freshman running back for LA, 17 carries, 330 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Airing it out is Thompson, and he overthrows everybody as stopping on that one was Brendan Smith, the captain, and it ended up being closest to Will Adam. So another 4th down for the Big Blue.
Hold on. This 4th down.
4th down. Once again, on to punt is Robert O'Donnell for Phillips Andover, and this will take another Andover bounce inside the 20 and to the 14 about. 42-yard punt. Actually on the 9 rather than not the 14, my mistake. A 47-yard punt. By O'Donnell. NEPSAC football on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Martin's still in there, along with Muse. Still in the running formation. There's Muse. I swear to God, if he... Okay, only gets 31, no, 26. Only gets 30 to the 39. Rapidly approaching 400 yards of rushing. Roxy's Grilled Cheese, one of my favorite restaurants, brought their food truck here today, and I want to thank them for keeping everybody warm with the grilled cheese and the fries. Had their poutine last time I was there. It's just delicious. Poutine is generally always delicious. And taking the carry here is Jackson Avila Connerny, sophomore from Newton, Mass. And he gets 11 yards on his first carry of the ball game. Another first down for the Spartans. Into Andover territory to make it 1st and 10 at the 49. I'm going to go on mute for a second while I grab a bite of this grilled cheese. Just need to warm up a little bit. You don't want to hear the soothing sounds of me chewing. Avila Connerny again. A whistle and a timeout called by Lawrence Academy. For a 3-yard run, not even 2-yard run by Avila Connerny. Second and 8 out of the timeout. Avila Connerny still the lone setback for Martin. Handoff to Connerny, right side to the 45. Not even. Be 3rd and 7 from the 46. Connerny picks up 1.
What up, goalie?
And Connerny is stood up in the backfield. Connerny a little slow to get up, helped up by his teammates. Loss of 1. And for the first time, the Spartans are going to punt. Lachetti to punt. Back deep to receive is Antonucci. Low snap. Antonucci calls for a fair catch. We'll let it go, and it'll be down inside the 5, right about the 1 or the 2. And diving in to make sure it doesn't go into the end zone is Aruda. It's been that kind of game for Andover. Even when they finally make the stop, they have to go about 98 yards if they want to get on the scoreboard. Thompson under center, hands off. Antonucci gets some breathing room close to the 10. Let's pick up a 5 to the 7 and make it 2nd and 5. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. I knew LA was the heavy favorite in this game, but I don't know if they were favored by this much. Antonucci across the 10. And a flag is thrown as we have some jaw-jacking after the play. The yardage was enough for a first down, but let's see what the penalty is. Personal foul. Sportsmanlike conduct. Penalties declined. Okay. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. Clock is running under 30 seconds. Thompson throws left, complete. And getting away from some defenders. Hurdling close to the 40-yard line. That is Michael McCollum with the biggest gain of the day for the Big Blue out to the 40-yard line for a pickup of 28. And that will do it for the third quarter. Lawrence Academy, 12 minutes of game time away from their third NEPSAC championship in 4 years. LA 56, Phillips Academy nothing. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. Handoff up the middle to Antonucci, gets speared on that stop by Brady Martin, who's in the game. Pickup of 8 to the 48, and it's 2nd and 2. Paul Zukauskas still with most of his starters out there. On that last play, anyways. And Will Adam makes the stop, but Andrew Antonucci has enough for a first down. It looks like we have an injury on the play at midfield. And getting up and staying in the game is Norris Beatty, who has been in the middle of it for Phillips Andover when there's been something to be in the middle of. 1st and 10 for the Big Blue at the 46 after the pickup of 6 by Antonucci. Thompson looking to throw over the middle, and it's complete. And it takes a host of LA defenders to bring down Brendan Smith. Pickup gets to the 30-yard line for 18 yards. It's Thompson's second completion. First and 10 is now handoff, and Antonucci across the 30. Well, this is a senior-loaded team for Phillips Academy. Almost 30 seniors on the Phillips Academy roster, and this is their final football game in a Phillips Academy uniform. And they're looking to get something out of it as it's 2nd and 7. Thompson plows ahead across the 15. The Phillips Academy fans down a couple rows back of the sideline, happy with that gain by Thompson. First and 10 from the 14. Handoff up the middle. And Eric Fada with the carry. Plows ahead for 6. Make it 2nd and 4. From the 8. Antonucci. Try to get the outside. And he's got the first Andover score of the game. Clock rolling as the Big Blue will attempt the extra point. It's going to be Thompson, who just led that touchdown drive. And the kick is good with 7:17 to go. In the fourth quarter, it is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 56 and the Phillips Academy Big Blue 7. This is the NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl on LSP. NEPSAC football on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Clock is running as we approach 6 minutes to go. With the clock running, LA will need to get a couple of first downs to officially kill this one. Good power on that short kick, as that's going to go through the end zone off the mitts of Spencer Aronson for a touchback. Brady Martin returns to the field. It's been his game from the start, the sophomore from Leominster, Mass. And once again, he will have Avila Connerty as the lone setback. We have Owen Johnson and Stephen Cohen as the wide receivers. And Eric Liu is going to check in at right guard. And Avila Connerty gets close to the 25. Got exactly 5. 2nd and 5 from the 25. Under 5 minutes to play, and the Lawrence Academy Spartans can celebrate their 3rd NEPSAC championship in 4 years. Avila Connerty! And stop just shy of the 40. Pickup of 14 and another LA first down. Hand off again to Avila Connerty. Trying to get to the 40. Don't think he got there. Oh, he actually got 2 yards out of it to the 41. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we approach 3 minutes to go. Avila Connerty will come out and have a number 17 that I don't have on our roster. New running back is Tom Madigan. And the ball is loose. Phillips Andover says they have it. Or are they going to rule him down? Looks like they're going to rule him down. As he got to the 42 for a gain of 1, it'll be 3rd and 7. And Brady Martin, his day is done. Martin finishes his day six of 7 for 117 yards. He didn't have to throw any touchdown passes, though. As the run by Madigan is snuffed out, and it'll be 4th down with under 2 minutes to go. Luchetti on to punt. This will be his final punt of his high school football career. And then it's back to work for the LA boys basketball team as they look to reach the NEPSAC tournament for the 2nd consecutive year. And the punt gets through inside the 15 and down at the 12 of the Big Blue by Justin Barron. Clock stopped. And clock is still running, rather, at 1:13. So not much longer, and a congratulations, a hearty congratulations to the Lawrence Academy Spartans. The Spartans will win their 3rd NEPSAC bowl game in 4 years. They're hugging and they're hugging each other down there on the LA sideline. It was a tough break to get basically steamrolled by this LA offense for Phillips Andover, but congratulations to Phillips Andover getting into the Kevin Fleming Bowl thanks to their 3-point win over arch rival Exeter on the last game of the season. And Paul Zukauskas, you better watch out because there's a Gatorade bath coming your way. And that will do it as the clock ticks down. There it is! Lawrence Academy soundly defeats Phillips Andover to win the 2017 NEPSAC Kevin Fleming Bowl, your game MVP. I think it's pretty obvious. Juan Muse, he goes 18 carries for 361 yards and 6 touchdowns. At one point, he outgained Phillips Andover by himself with 1 carry. But Juan Muse, again, a freshman, and 3 more years this guy, another great LA running back. Following the footsteps of A.J. Dillon, who's starting for BC, I think we're going to be seeing Juan Muse at top-tier program on Saturdays in a few years as well. So again, congratulations to both teams on a successful season, and LA soundly coming away with their 3rd NEPSAC Bowl game in 4 years. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2017, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC football on LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday, November 30th at 6:55 p.m. when Mass Bay Community College men's basketball hosts Bunker Hill Community College in NJCAA action. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand and on the LSP YouTube channel. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, Twitter at LSP37, subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel, and support LSP on Patreon, patreon.com/LSP37. Once again, the final score from Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. The Lawrence Academy Spartans defeat the Phillips Andover Big Blue 56-7 and claim their 3rd NEPSAC Bowl Game championship in 4 years. For Brian Underhill and everyone here at Lawrence Academy, my name is Sam Feely. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.